Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. I hope you all are doing well. So today I thought we would born to run. So it has been a very, very hot minute. And when I say hot minute, I mean hot years since I played with this palette. And it is the Urban Decay Born to Run. Do y'all still have this? Did you let it go? I know they don't make it no more. And the look didn't come out the way I thought it would. It's pretty. It's fine, but I can see what I would love to see Urban Decay do for real is bring these palettes back but in a better formula. These palettes were iconic at one point in time. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted one. And I mean, they let go. I think Naked 3 still there and Naked 2 maybe. But I think the rest of them, I mean, they got Naked Reloaded, but they got rid of Naked 1. I mean, they got rid of Naked Smoky, Naked Chair, which, I mean, they've kind of ran the Naked thing down to the ground, let's be honest. But, they're getting rid of them, and it's like, why not bring them back better and ever? You know what I mean? Because I feel like, I'll be honest, I was one that did not get the first Naked palette. I got the Naked Reloaded, I got Naked 2, Naked 3, Smoky, Cherry, Ultraviolet. I mean, I've got all of them except for the first one. Let's start with this though so we can get into it. We're going to go into Weekender first. But I will say that I did get this one right after it released almost. I didn't buy it like right on purchase day, but like within a week or so of it, And it was nice. I liked it. You definitely get options in this palette in a way. It's not my favorite Naked palette, to be fair, but it's not bad either. But in today's world, no. Not in today's market. It wouldn't stand a chance, to be fair. But if they brought back the Naked one in maybe a more vamped up formula, the mattes are fine. I'm not having a problem with the mattes in these palettes. Let's go into Hell Ride, which you'll see. It's the metallic shades. They're just, well, they're not metallic. They're more like satin, actually. Let me rephrase. But if they brought them back and put them as a metallic shade, I feel like they would do better. But on the flip side of that, I'm like, well, maybe they know something I don't know. As in, satin shades are nice for myself, even, with my aging eyes, the wrinkles and creases. But also for a beginner, they're easier to work with. So they do have a point in keeping some. But I also think they need to come out with more metallic shades in these palettes. But if they would re-release these palettes in a more up-to-date formula, I think they would do well. Especially Naked, the very first Naked palette. If they brought that back at like an anniversary type thing, like 10 or years or 15 years, whatever they're at, I don't even know. Because I haven't been into makeup that long. So if they brought it back, I mean, I was into makeup when I was younger, but then, I had children and this kind of fell wayside, obviously. And obviously, I don't need as much as I do anyway. Let's go to Punk. But still, what I'm saying is that, probably within the last 5 years, I've gotten back into makeup. And again, I never purchased that palette because it just never crossed my mind, I guess. I don't know. And then when I seen that they were discontinuing it, I went ahead and purchased all the Naked palettes that I could purchase, But because I figured they were getting rid of them all. But where that was so iconic, I don't know where Urban Decay is going. You know what I mean? And they used to be that brand. Like, I may have not played with makeup for a long time, but like I knew about brands, And they used to be that brand I would hear people talk about. But anymore, I don't hear much. And not to say like I hear stuff like the concealer is supposed to be pretty good. Their Hydromaniac foundation, which I have somewhere, is okay. I need to get a darker shade to try it really, but there's certain things that are okay, but nothing that really like stands out, so to say. And I feel like if they would bring back the palettes that were iconic to them, it may be a good idea. Because people that weren't around in that time now would, be getting into makeup. I mean, of course, every year somebody's getting into makeup. You're getting changing and all that, but another generation basically. And I feel like they could capture on that. I mean, I'm sure they have reasons why they can't, whether it be they just can't get the material anymore to make that palette, or they don't feel like it would sell. But I hear so many people saying that they would buy it if it was available. You know what I mean? I would buy it if it was available. A, because I don't have the first one. I would love to have the first Naked palette, but I'm too scared to I just want it for because I have everything but that, but I wouldn't use it. But B, I don't even know if it's real or not. We're going to go into Wild Heart and pick it up and put it on the lid. And these shadows are smooth and no issues applying them. They apply fine. Again, especially for a beginner, this would be perfect. Or a teenager. And that's what they were going for back then. And I get that. Or even anybody at any age could use these shadows, to be fair. But now there's just... To be fair, when I was done this look, it's a pretty look. I don't deny that. But when I was done it, I seriously sat there and said, where's the oomph? Where is it? I need it. You know what I mean? I really did. We're going to go into Blaze and put that in the inner corner. And I do feel like this palette is an all-in-one palette for me. But I don't know. And there's palettes from Urban Decay I like. I wanted to bring this one out today. We're going to go into Jet, which is this black, and I'm just going to line the top lash line and bottom lash line. But I brought this one out because I remember this palette and doing a bunch of looks with it and watching everybody else do looks with it. And there's definitely enough colors to create a lot of different looks, you know what I mean? For sure. And I just want oomph. But as I sat here doing my makeup, I realized how I could get the oomph, and we'll do it in a minute. But I just wanted to use the palette first so you could see it. And I will say you can definitely create very quick, easy looks out of this palette. You can create daytime, nighttime, light, dark. I mean, you can pretty much create whatever you want out of it. I will say the only thing that I did like really about this look is the eyeliner. I never created a look really where this eyeliner looked good in it, but in this particular look, it actually looks nice in this look, to be fair, which is kind of shocking. go back into Wild Heart because I kind of messed up a little bit right there. And I'm just going to cover up my mistake because that's what I do. Cover up. And again, I could spray the brush maybe and get a little more oomph out of it, but I don't do that. I like to show you what it's like, you know, without all the fussing, because, you know, no, we ain't got time. I mean, I do, but most people don't have time to really be messing with everything. Okay, so that's it for the palette. For the eyeliner, I'm using, the ColourPop BFF cream liner in Boots. And like I said, I've never had it, but it kind of looks nice with this particular look, to be honest. It kind of brings out the lid shade a little more because the lid just, it's a pretty color, but it's just like not giving it to you, you know. For lips, I am dropping everything, y'all. For lips, I use the Urban Decay again. That one, that Vice lipstick, that is like a lip tint. I don't even know where I put it now. But it had wore off and it became the tint that I was talking about. And in the other video, so then I just apply this to the middle of my lips. And I can apply that all day. And this is the way my lips will stay all day long. So I do like that about it. For mascara, I'm going to go in with the Lancome Tint Idol. And we're going to put it on real quick. And then I'll go through what's the rest of my face. And I'll tell you how I'm going to oomph this up a little bit. And I guarantee we all have this. So it kind of works in our favor. You know what I mean? And yet it still sticks with Urban Decay too. So yeah, well, I guess I can tell you. So for foundation today, I went in with the what's it called, Beauty by Sharon C, which I don't think you can get anymore. For concealer, I went in with the Too Faced Concealer Born This Way. I set my under eyes and T-zone with the Hourglass Translucent Powder. And then for the rest of my face, I actually went in with Bare Minerals. Where did it go? I didn't even know I had this, y'all. It's the Bare Minerals Original, and it's a powder foundation. I have it in Golden Ivory 07, but I set the rest of my face with that. And it actually looks really nice. I thought it looked really, really heavy. And it does look a little heavy. I'm not going to lie. But I wasn't really paying attention to what that was. My bad. And, yeah. But it doesn't look as heavy as I thought it would, to be fair, at the same time. And I think that would be pretty all by itself, too. Like, without a foundation, which I will try. Because I do think that is my foundation shade. So I will try that. But, and then for bronzer, I'm wearing, my Gucci bronzer. And then for the blush, I'm wearing my Gucci blush in the Radiant Pink. And then for highlighter, I went in with Tarte Spellbound, which you can't get no more. It kind of reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury one. That is got all different shades in it. That one. I gotta clean up that mess where the mascara hit me. I'm using the same thing for the lower lash line. I really hope this doesn't transfer. I was just too lazy to pull out another mascara for the lower lash line, to be fair. That's on me. But for the top lashes, I definitely like this mascara. My favorite? No. But is it good? Yes. But I think Lancome has a lot of good mascaras, to be fair, too. So if you can get them on discount, it's not a bad price, to be fair. All right, let me clean that up real quick. This side definitely looks better than this side, but we're going to go with it because what else can I do, to be fair, too? And I kind of think that the mattes kind of all went together in this palette. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really see the individual colors by themselves, in my opinion. They all kind of just, which is good for a gradient effect, but depends on what you're looking for, I suppose. And I could have went a different route using this palette. Lord knows there's 1,000 different routes we could have went, but I chose this route. But what I was thinking about doing, let me move for this, was why don't we pull out a moon dust shadow and spice this up a little bit. And this is where I feel like this comes in handy. So we have Star Girl, Space Cowboy, Wild Dipper Rides Again, or Comic Space Dust. Let me show it to you. I think I kind of want to go in with this pink one. So I'm just going to pick it up with my finger and put it right in the middle. Like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is probably not a good idea to do with this hand, but we're going to do it. Oh yeah. See? And then it gives it what I need. And that's what I need. That is what I need. Actually, I need more than that. Let's do more than that. Let's really go in. Let's take Cosmic, which is my favorite technically. This used to be my favorite. Now I love this little palette, but before it was always this. I always had to sit out because I could use it for inner corner and really give, it gives me everything I want. You do have to be careful because you'll get little fallouts everywhere, but it's so worth it if if you're careful. Yes. Now I've got the inner corner. Oh yes. Yes. See, and sometimes that's all a look needs. It's a little bit of something. This here is the highlighter I was talking about. It's called Spellbound Glow by Tarte, actually. I think I said Too Faced first, but it's this one. So that is what I used for highlighter. But yeah, so really, I'm almost going to bet you that this Moon Dust Shadow palette that I have, and I don't know if these are still available or not, but even a Moon Dust shade, find one you like, you know what I mean? It would come in handy with a lot of your Urban Decay palettes because in today's market, their shadows remain the same, and it's not the same, if that, you know what I mean? So they need to definitely upgrade the formula, I feel like, in a way that is more up to, like, just a variety. Like, keep some of the satins for sure because they're pretty and they lay so beautifully on the eyes, but so does the Space Cowboy shades. They lay beautifully on the eyes. So I think if they combined the palettes, mixed it up a little bit, they could do a lot. I think, anyway. But I do miss Urban Decay, to be fair, because it is a good brand. Like, there's no denying that. And they got some real hits on their hands. But what used to be hits is like fallen wayside now. You know what I mean? Like, their shadows are not ones that you hear people talk about when it said they are talking about like their favorite shadows, when once upon a time they used to be. So, but I was glad I pulled this palette out. It created a really pretty look, everyday look. Of course, it needed a little bit of juicing up at the end. But even if I didn't, it would have been a fine look for the day. But let me know, do you still have this palette? Did you declutter it a long time ago? Did you never even get it? What do you think of Urban Decay shadows? Let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday unless there's a new launch. feel like I see something, but maybe I don't. Um, Subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. I said all that. Yeah, so we're done. I'm losing it, y'all. It's been a long day. But my grandkids went home. I've only got one kid at home right now because my parents took my other one. So it's pretty quiet here. But it's like I'm out of my mind because I don't know what I'm even supposed to be doing right now. But I'll let you go. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.